Oh, where's my mouse gone? I can't find it. Found it. How do I do this nonsense? G'day, you mob. What's crack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lackin'? My cheese is crack-a-lackin'. I've run out of crackers. Hi. What's going on? This snake's been hanging around for ages. You can't really see it because it's a green snake. How's my green screen game today? Hey, how about that green screen game? I am back. I am here. Was it last week I couldn't stream? I can't remember. Anyway, I am back. How's it going, everyone? F&S Fish Stream. First in the chat today. Bucket of kudos in the post to you. My microphone may be a little bit far away from me while I'm trying to get Gibbo in the shot. Well, this shoulder, isn't it? Tickle him on his chin. Redfish, bluefish. How are you, Dr. Jace? Jay's better room. How's it going? I don't know if all these people are still here. I could be wasting my breath. But, you know, I'm going to say it anyway. Nathan Fishboy. Fresh from a mega long stream, I believe. Well done, Nath, for completing it. Joel G, how's it going? Aquarium Cop. Listening while working. Aquarium Cop. I thought I'd shout it in case he couldn't hear. Derek, how are you? Thanks for popping in. GRB, g'day, mate. How's it going? You can wait a while. I don't know where my lighter is. Clint, how are you, mate? Long time no see. Black's Aquatics. How the devil are you? Candy Overalls, how are you today? Pardon me. Also, long time no see. Kind of, sort of. Peplin Creek Aquatics. Thanks for popping in, Pep. Pep has popped in. Just while I'm going through this bit too, if someone can drop some feedback if the green screen is causing poor performance by my computer, that'd be handy to know. Black flasher. I did hear that in Mike's thing that he was looking at black-finned flashes. I thought that was a very appropriate, well, not so appropriate now that I've donned some clothing, but yes, very humorous hashtag link. Well done, you mob, well done. Rack from River Life. You still on holidays, Rack, or are you home now? Or vacation, sorry. Zen Ginger, how the devil are you? Oh, Aquarium Cop is back in there with the hashtag also. Holly Gibbs, how are you? Sean Ooted. Myself and Sarah were having a conversation about you the other day, Sean, speculating what the Ooted stands for. I went with out of the deep, but potentially there's something a little bit more fantastic and literary than that. Bob Kaler, Chevy, how are you, fellas? Oh, thanks, Rack. Made it myself, literally. Thanks, Chevy, for the backup on the confirmation that my intro is actually okay. Haley, Oddball Aquatics, how are you, fine lady? Mike, you've entered a little bit of both. A little bit of both. There's a fish, always the wrong side, and yeah, some dancey, lighty stuff. Might get in trouble because, you know, music and bright lights and stuff might bring the kids. Mooney, how are you? Mickham, how's it going? Pamela, 808, how are we? Dan the Man Slee, Cody Son, and indeed my chat has jumped. So off we go, back scrolling up to find out who I've missed. Ugly Man, I saw someone saying hi to Ugly Man, so he must be here. V-Stag, how are you? Yeah, I did just say hi to 808, I think. Have another one free of charge. HC Aqua, Jesse himself in the use. Pixel hair, yeah, it's partially the reason why I've got it set to that exact level of fade is because my hair desperately needs a serious trim. So I've got all of this business going on around the, I guess you call that section the crown. Is that the crown or is this? No, this is the pate, isn't it? The pate, the crown, the nape. I don't know. Help me out here. But how are you, Mooney? Thanks for popping in. Dia, down the wormhole, Dia, or Daya. How does everyone pronounce it? I suppose that is a little bit confusing, Mickham. I don't have my regular hashtags on this thing. I am merely a doctor of philosophy, not a medical doctor. No experience. I will have a look at it for you, though. James Hukulak, how are you? No, Bob, I've got cheese. Just I've run out of crackers. That's why I'm cracker-lacking. The Green Gang. Is that what you're calling it, Blake? Yeah, I like it too. It gives me ideas for hairdos. I know that's almost Gibbo's real size, true to life size. Maybe not quite, but close. Very close. Shice. Now I made it where I was up to in the chat, and now I have to find my way back to the bottom and see what I actually missed in the chat. Well, I did actually, Blake. I did just take a risk before with the electricity because I dug out one of my old canister filters that I found stashed in my dad's garage in a bucket. Pulled it apart, had to hose it out yesterday, and was a little bit worried that I might have got too much water around where the power cable goes into the top of the canister filter. But it was working fine, but then was pointed out to me that there was water leaking over the top. But the electrical part of it was fine. But I do have to potentially replace an O-ring, which is really difficult to get to in those screw fittings in a canister filter rig. Or alternatively, I just go nuts with the Teflon tape. Thank you. Lots of pointing out of how awesome my hair looks. Pixel hair, yeah, I like it. But it's not the green screen is not compromising my stream, is it? Like I'm not delayed or out of sync or anything like that? Because if it's causing eyeball nastiness for people, then I will refrain from using the green screen. But then Or unfortunately, people will see the nonsense that I've got hung up behind me for what do you call it? Green screening. Oh. Screen looks good. Thank you, Holly Gibbs. And Ben's in there. Big J. Sup, Big J? Might have missed you there before. Fishy Fun 57. How are you? Oh, you have returned home, Rack. Very good. Very good. Safe and sound. I got a little bit jealous when you sent me that picture the other day. I wished I was there. What do you need space for?
Chicken and chips.
Well, I'm not going to eat while I'm live at the moment, and Sarah's got some food. She just went and got herself some dal. She's very not well, but she needed to eat something healthy and full on. But I'll potentially come in a little while and grab some. Thank you. Yeah, good point, Bob Kaler. I expect lots of content, Rack, from the show that you're at, Goldfish and Koi. Was it an expo or a show? I can't remember what the name of it was called. Electric Blue Acres 808. Is that the updated 21st century version of Green Acres? Or am I just being a little bit too facetious? Yes, Candy. She's quite downhill at the moment. Dal is like is it chickpeas or lentils and curry and turmeric and ginger and all sorts of rando stuff. Something like that. It's either Indian or Malaysian based food. Is very tasty. There's a Hare Krishna food based joint. What do you call them? Shop in town, and they do really nice dals for my dal, like Black said. Dal for my dal. Don't you get dal over there, Moonstone? Where's Dal from? Oh, she shut the door. She probably can't hear me. Yeah, she certainly can't hear me at the moment. Yeah, I know. I don't wait. I was removing the mic or taking the Mickey, as they say. Jesse's fish are eating their eggs. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. Maybe I should go for a different green screen background and see if it does anything different to my hat. Let's have a look at this guy. Let's see what he does. Oh no, my hair's still zany AF. How's that guy though? What a cutie. One day I'm going to do a tank with some more of those long arm freshwater prawns in. Maybe I should have shaved my head back down to the convict look before the stream, but you know, I don't mind it. It's like my brain is actually functioning and thinking and stuff. Yeah, that was a true color picture, Fishy Fun. I don't do filters or anything. It was, I I think from memory I was using the flash. So, you know, it might be a little bit brighter and more vivid than it actually looks in a dank tank. But yeah, no filters, no colouring in, no Photoshop. Yeah, I just have the fade setting in StreamYard, Blake, and I tweaked it a little bit to try and get the best one, as I shall try and display. Although now that I've got so many green screen pictures, I lose it. Can dump that for now. And then, yeah, there's sort of this really delicate middle ground where, yeah, let's just go with that. That bottom left corner won't annoy me too much. I bet it won't. If you also, Fishy Fun 57, if you are a member of the Fish Tubers notifications, which I'm fairly certain you are, I believe it is the same photo that is on the banner for that Facebook page this month. I'm not sure of their lifespan, GRB. I had mine in the tank behind me, which I can't just point at now because I'm on a green screen. I had them in there for probably a good maybe a year, almost a year, somewhere pretty close to a year anyway. And they were quite small when I first got them, and had doubled, maybe even tripled in size in the time that I had them. But yeah, like most things like that, I'm sure their lifespan's probably fairly brief, not necessarily massively long. But they are endemic in the creeks around me. Goodness me, you're massive. Get away. So yeah, the pardon me. Yeah, you know, if they only have a short lifespan, I could keep them cycling over. G'day, Melissa. How are you this Arvo? What's going on in your world? Ginger Graves, hi. Glad to be riding shotgun with you on your commute, Ginger Graves. And like Bob said, drive safe, no typing with your fingers, use that voice text. And, you know, maybe just for the fun of it, try and trick your voice text into saying strange things. Anthony's Fishy Friends has made it. He promised me he'd be here, and here he is. A man of his word is Anthony. If you don't have Anthony's Fishy Friends channel, go check it out. Top bloke he is. Blake. I make my own corn relish dip. I have a fantastic secret recipe. Perhaps one day, if you're a good boy, I'll share it with you. Behind me is an Australian long arm freshwater prawn. One of the ones that I used to have when the big 5-foot tank behind me. Hello, Cole. How are you today, lad? Julie writes on walls. How are you? Yeah, how good is a good corn relish dip? when this tank behind me, which is what that photo is of, when it was primarily bristlenose, guppies, and cherry shrimp, I also had 3 freshwater prawns in there. They are not necessarily the best tank mates for small fish, especially fish with long dangly finnage and whatnot. They can be quite grabby and bitey and a little bit eaty. I don't want you in my face. It's been all right for bugs the last few days because it's been cool, but today it's gotten quite warm and now all the big bugs want to eat my face again. Well, I don't like calling them shrimp, even though if you look on livefish.com.au, they've got them listed as shrimp. But they're a prawn. They're not a shrimp. They're a prawn. And yeah, they're brutal. There's actually a video on my channel. I put a rather large grasshopper in the tank and prawn went to town on it. I'll certainly have a go at anything, no fear. Beastly little creatures, but just awesome to watch. Pardon me. And yeah, I'm definitely planning on with this new tank that I'm setting up out the back. It'll be no heat, potentially not filtered because I'm going to just be using it to primarily grow out all of my buckets of excess plants. G'day, Drama D. How are you? And I'll need some things like some prawns and maybe some local little fish that I'll try and catch to stock it so it just doesn't fill up with mosquitoes and whatnots. Oh, got a little bit of... There it goes. I wonder why the green screen's picking up on that bit in my eye. Maybe I've got cataracts. Yeah, I think you're right, Melissa. I think they do need brackish water to breed in. And like I said, I only had mine for just under a year. I did when I changed the tank behind me over to the cichlid tank. Let's just say the prawns didn't last very long, but they were awesome while I had them. Definitely a great creature to have in a tank. They are just so fun to watch, so cute, and they interact very well with their environment, and they'll tussle with each other, but they don't seem to be violent. Wrong way, Michael. They don't seem to be so violent with each other that they kill each other off, but definitely quite territorial and definitely violent with anything that'll fit in its mouth that doesn't get away quick enough. Calypso, how are you, brother? Welcome aboard. I miss anyone else while I was rabbiting on then? But yeah, if you want to see the Australian long arm freshwater prawn in action smashing a grasshopper, go check that video out. It's good fun. Much good fun. Lols and Ginger. It's probably true. I know that a lot of the stuff that we call prawns down here are called shrimp up there. But to me, shrimp are, caradinas and neocaridinias. And prawns and crayfish are the next big ones as you go up, or something like that. That's my scientific explanation of what I believe. I'm getting a little bit behind. Hey, Chris, multi-tank addiction. Danny Ken, how are you, Kenny? Fish keeper Cole, yes, you just need to be a little bit more patient. Give them time to settle in. Once they feel comfortable, and Rumpty will be a natural progression. Yes, Melissa, the prawns, I guess you're still referring to, or the shrimp as you like to call them. Yes, there's many creeks around here where I get the prawns, and quite often in the creeks right near me where I get a lot of the glass shrimp or ghost shrimp, whatever you want to call them, they can be very different to tell apart when they're only like an inch and a half long. The only way you can really tell them apart is the prawn has a couple of very long arms hanging out the front. So yeah, if I, feel energetic, I will take my fish trap down to a couple of my spots where I know I can get loads of stuff in one dig. That way I don't have to spend too long fiddling around. We also get gudgeons. There's a few different species of gudgeons native here. We get the spotted gudgeon, the striped gudgeon, and the empire gudgeon are all local native ones. Pacific blue eyes are also local here. Australian smelts are quite prevalent in our water. A long time ago, used to be heaps and heaps of gambusia, the mosquito fish, in our waterways, but I haven't actually seen many of them lately, which is really refreshing. Really refreshing to see them not everywhere like they were, say, 15, 20 years ago. Very good to see that the native fish are taken back over. And no, I've got one of those like a fold up rectangular. Hang on, probably easier if I just pick it up. Probably not going to be the easiest thing to show, but it's got like 17 meters of rope wrapped around it. But it basically folds out into about 2 foot. And they've got a little bait pouch in the top, a couple of holes in each end. And there's a couple of spots I go to where I can just put it in the water for 10, 15 minutes and come back, and it's full of shrimp and prawn and whatever unfortunate fish are in there. So yeah, when I get this plant tank going out the back beside my bathtub, I will go and do a mission like that and get it stocked, and then it'll likely become my favourite tank, and I'll spend every day sitting out the back. Out the back. I'm already out the back. But yeah, there's a few different traps like that work, and you can use those. Generally, I'll either use a piece of bread with some either pellets, fish food pellets, or some fish flake, just sort of scrunched into the bread, so the odor of the fish food slowly seeps out. But I think the last time I did it, I just did like a bunch of flakes in there. I didn't even worry about the bread. But also the last time I did that, I didn't catch anything because the last time I used it was down in my creek when there was barely a drop of water in there. So yes, potentially a little bit of bread with some pellets and flakes squashed into the middle will be what I'll use when I go to a more prolific area. However, there is a lot more water in my creek now too, so I might have to give that a go. See if the creek being full of water now might give me some new life down there. Aquamate, how are you? Awesome stream with Daniel keeping fish last night. He is such a dude. One of the finest dudes in our hobby on the YouTubes. If you don't do Daniel keeping fish, go and do Daniel keeping fish. He's a legend. You know, a long stream with Daniel is probably a good stream with Daniel, except that, you know, he was a wee bit late for work. But, you know, if he explained to them the reason why he was late for work, I'm sure they would give him all the kudos he required. Let's try a bit of this one, see how that goes. Whoa. Oh, thanks, Sam. Nice one. Eucalyptus leaves, soap, and rotting meat. What do you mean, to catch yabbies or just to catch anything? Soap? Who'd have thunk it? I'm going to need explanation on that. You're down in Victoria, aren't you, Melissa? Up in the northern parts of Victoria, to what I understand. Yes, because I'm in the far north of New South Wales, so, you know, it's a long drive for you to come up and go out netting one day. But, you know, more than welcome. Yeah, that's right. Echuca. Is that how you say it? Or is it Akuka? Yeah, I'm intrigued about the soap side of it. What sort of soap do you use? And how does it contribute to bringing the fish in? Echuca. Is that what I said first? Oh, there's lots of good Aussie channels out there, Bob. Not all of them are fish channels either. I know you're not necessarily keen to talk on camera, but lots of people were saying get better, and Candy said to send you her love and whatnot.
Thanks.
She's not been smoking cigarettes either, so I think secretly she's just come out to get a little bit of secondhand smoke. Oof.
If I could breathe, I would have one.
But there you go, Candy. Candy says hi again, and so does Zen Ginger, and everyone else who said hi before.
Hi, guys.
Aquamate sees a shoulder. Now he sees half a head and a waving hand. That's best medicine for everything, Aquamate. Aquamate suggests that you have some turkey soda.
No, I can't.
Alcohol is not treating her very well right now.
No alcohol for me.
Pam says hi too. High fat content in soap. I'm intrigued by that. And being in Ginger Graves loved Sarah. I hope you didn't type that, Ginger. I hope you spoke it. Denny, how are you, Denny? Denny? Blah. I speak. I've got speak.
I got a little bit sometimes.
Sean Ooted says hi to you as well and hope you feel better soon. Sean Ooted, are you familiar with True Facts, I think it's called? I can't remember his actual, what he has is his YouTube channel name. Oh my God, so funny. True Facts on Nudie Branks the other day was absolutely redonkulous. Alien World Aquatics is here, everybody. Welcome aboard, Scotty. Okay, Kenny, lurk and water change. Doesn't quite rhyme. Yeah, Ziff Frank, that's him, Cody son, thank you. Or is it ZE? ZE Frank. Z Frank, I think he says it. And it's got a number after it or something. But yeah, you're on the right page. That Nudie Branks one from the other day was fantastic. I must have rubbed in something. Oh yeah, it's quite crispy. Maybe I wiped my nose on it in Melbourne. Monica Lynn, how are you? Sorry if that's the first time I've seen you and I missed you popping in before. Yeah, True Facts. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Brilliant channel. Ultra humorous, but he still manages to actually spit out true facts. But definitely falls into the edutainment category. Easily falls into that category. I'd quite happily share a video, but you know, I don't think YouTube allows that sort of thing. Josh might even get, you know, demonetized from last night just for playing DKF's Black Scent Challenge video. I'll be interested to see, actually, Aquamate, if you get that email that says you're in strife for that video. I'm going to go with that one now. How are we going with, oh, look out, 39 people watching and 39 likes. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up. I haven't seen those ones, Sean. I'm okay. Thanks, Monica. Sarah, not okay. Sarah, quite ill. You know, Sarah should do a background for you, Dr. Black. That's a great idea, Bob. It's almost like this one at the moment was custom for this, except that I've got to sit in a really weird spot to fit in with it.
I wreck it.
Get a little bit of demon drool on my pate. It's a bit busy. Righto, Sean. I will oh, ukulele's good fun, Cole. Sarah bought me a ukulele some time ago, and I found the best way to learn it was I just got me a chord sheet that had a listing of all the different chords and stuff, and just started playing around with all the chords. And that was quite easy being a guitar player already, but definitely a good way to do it. I haven't played it for a while. I probably should pull it out again.
I've been thinking about how to play it.
Yes, Liz, Sarah, without an H, is the miso. And yes, didn't you guys meet at the expo? You didn't meet Melissa at the expo? Yeah, you were very quite late that day, weren't you?
I was a bit under the weather.
A little bit under the weather.
But I don't know.
Poke your face in so Melissa can get some facial recognition and then realise that whether you actually did or didn't meet. I didn't actually meet. Righto. I apologise for that, Liz. I'm normally very good at introducing people. But Melissa meet Sarah, Sarah meet Melissa. Melissa runs the AFK Facebook page, Australian Fish Keepers, or Australian Fish Keeping, one of the two. And she does very well with it. Great big a great big following and people and humans and stuff on that Facebook page. Saw us together from a distance, right? Yes. Right, yes. Next year, potentially, fingers crossed, we'll go down and do it all again. Will be interesting times. And potentially an even better YouTube booth. Did you read that one there?
I will try. My head is broken. I don't think so.
I think she means, I hope not.
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? I'm sick, whatever it is. But this is like the third layer of sick that I'm having. So already wasn't well, and then I got one thing on top that didn't go away before I got this. So I'm feeling rather sorry for myself.
They're still fresh. Oh.
I don't want fresh. I just ate a big container of salad and dal, and my tummy is really full.
Sean Ooted blames Zen for you being sick.
Why?
Sean's just, he's fun like that.
That's
fun for casting
really
the blame
fun.
about.
I wish I could understand some causal link that I don't say it.
Whoops. GRB, did you see the YouTube chill out room at the Big Fish deal? Eskies full of beer, etc. Etc. Sorry, I pick on people for saying etc. like that. Well, I did question whether we were allowed to have alcohol, because everyone knows I like to live stream with a little bit of alcohol in the bloodstream. And I was told it wasn't a licensed venue, so I was very sketchy about taking any booze in. Potentially we'll rectify that next year. Oh, good, Moonstone. I was just about to ask if you were still here. Moonstone was
Yeah, they're in the post, or is there something else?
Well, yeah, we can address that. That yes, your artwork is in the post, and yeah, I mean we are a long way away, so expect it soon. You will get it soon, but
it's never quick at the best of times, but probably worse now.
It potentially is a little bit slower at this stage, yes, with all the nonsense going on. I believe it was Moonstone asking before when I said you went and got yourself a dal. she didn't know what a dial was, so I tried to explain,
Ah.
but I don't even think my knowledge of what a dial is was good enough. So potentially you could explain to Mooney what a dial is. My dial.
It's kind of like a kind of curry made with different legumes. So you can make it has sort of different names. You can make it with lentils and mung beans or stuff like that. And it's just kind of like curried legumes, I guess. It's pretty yummy. It's spicy.
Very tasty.
Yeah, it's Indian.
I was saying it was you get it from the Hare Krishna restaurant place.
Yeah, it's part of like Hare Krishna food.
Cuisine.
Sure.
Cuisine.
But yeah, they make the best food. Hare Krishna is my favorite kind of food.
Well, it is very delicious.
And yeah, but I like the dal just like on salad. They all give me funny faces, but it's like a dressing almost for the salad, and I like it anyway.
Oh, g'day, Derek. You're back. You disappeared. What did I miss? Fishy Fun says if it's in the lungs, take daily vitamin D. It helps with respiratory issues. Praying for a speedy recovery. Thank you, Fishy Fun. Some of it's in the lungs, isn't it? But seems mostly sinusy. And
I've got sinus,
heady.
lots of runny nose, headache, and I woke up today with coughing as well. I have asthma, so anything that gets me makes my breathing crap.
Unfortunate, very unfortunate. The background on now is very beautiful. You like that one? That's a bugs. So many bugs in my face today. That's a Scunge Princess original. Yeah, it's still an original. It's a digital fiddling of one of your originals. So
Yeah,
it's an
it
original,
is.
original,
That's
originally original.
It's an original.
Actually, that dude's on my shirt too, isn't it? I've got a shirt with that dude on it.
Yeah.
Teresa Cookie, how are you? I saw Teresa posting on the Instagram last night, I think, or this morning, sometime anyway, making everyone around the world jealous of how well stocked her supermarket is. Yeah, that's what we reckon too, Mooney.
Yeah, I'm on that. And I reckon also it's been too long since Melbourne for it to be like
Showing up now.
yeah.
Lucky Seahorse says, whoops, I clicked the wrong message because stuff moves. Hi, Blacky, OMG, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. I love Sarah's jewelry and her art style. I need to ask her for some advice as I'm trying to start my own jewelry line. Very cool. Well, that's very cool, Paige, that you're branching out and having a crack at something like that.
Making jewelry is fun.
I do believe that you've hit Sarah up on the Instagram, so Instagram's a good way to communicate directly, and then I don't have to do Chinese whispers and make the wrong words in a message and end up making you make jewelry out of weird stuff because I've said the wrong words. I was going to go down an entire wormhole there, but I've decided to leave it alone.
Yeah, I'm happy for you. Message me anything that I can help with. I'm happy to do. I'm not a very good messenger though. Sometimes I'm good and sometimes it takes me ages to reply.
Well, the infamous Bendigo balaclava has made it in. Hello, back to you, Bendigo balaclava. He says, hi, Dr. Black and partner Divine. Do you know who Bendigo balaclava is?
I'm making a guess, but I don't know for sure.
It is Cooker.
Yeah.
He has a new name. Yeah, if that's a smoking thing, Sean, the rule is if the cherry pops out and it lands on you, you've got to let it burn out on you. That's the rule. You can't brush it off. You've got to let it leave a mark. That's always been my rule anyway. I've got spots all over my fingers from it.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that if it's on my dress.
Yes, Melissa. Oh, thank you, Candy. Candy has the link in the chat there for Sarah's jewelry Instagram.
There's some on there. I haven't done very well at putting stuff on that. It's sort of just a mixed Instagram-y thing. I do make some stuff.
Should do this one. That's look at my fish in the green screen. Weird. Oh, now I'm completely disappearing. I killed it. I've killed the green screen. Whoa, that was a bit weird. Oh, potentially the auto exposure on the camera. I messed around with that. But yeah, that's one of Sarah's pieces on my neck. Pardon me. Bob Kayla says, nice to see Sarah smiling. She's doing well with how sick she is feeling.
I'm working really hard to keep the snot in my nose.
That's probably why you're smiling. You're appreciating the fun of such a game.
Constant attentiveness.
Well, it is I've got it on a t-shirt. And I only just washed it the other day. No,
I don't know.
I just bought it home.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was on my floor for a couple of weeks because I don't clean the house.
This may get confusing holding this up in front of the green screen one. So that's on a t-shirt. That one's available on Redbubble.
What I'm really interested in doing is not this actually, but the stuff that we made these out of. Apparently you can just draw on them. And I'd like to try doing like just original drawings. They'd be like one-off t-shirts. I reckon that would be pretty cool.
That would be very cool.
I want to try that. And yeah.
Thank you, Candy. Always awesome with the links. Derek says, sorry that you're not feeling well.
Thanks, Derek.
I think the good thing about Redbubble too is that they not only ship from Australia, but they ship from San Francisco as well. So like Teespring only ships out of America or Europe and is very expensive for Australians to buy Teespring. If you buy Redbubble stuff, shipping is not necessarily so expensive as long as you live in America or Australia.
I think they have a couple of other places. It depends on what products you order.
What's
but
that?
They had a whole chart of where they can ship from different products.
Redbubble or Teespring?
Redbubble. Like it's not just
right.
Even the US and Australia. Some things are.
Just the last time I looked into it, it only said Melbourne and San Fran, but you're probably right. It Probably depends on exactly what product you're looking at. Wow.
So it's squeaky. Sorry.
We'll go with that guy instead. The green screen is disappearing, Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah is wearing a very green dress today.
That is pretty green.
So she is quite see-through.
Is it getting hotter? Am I getting hotter?
Well, I just had the desire to pull my sleeves up, but because I think the wind has died down and there's less clouds in the sky, so I think it's definitely warmed up a bit. Sarah, you need a hot toddy and a cool eye compress.
What's a hot toddy? Is that like a hot water bottle?
No, it's like isn't it some kind of warm alcoholic beverage? I always thought a hot toddy was like a really strong alcoholic beverage with a heated up and warm.
I would the thought of drinking something alcoholic and burny sounds really good. If I didn't know that, it will make me feel worse afterwards. It's just the fumy burniness. Sounds great.
Oh, is that Joel G telling me that San Francisco's on lockdown, so you buy a shirt, it's not getting shipped out anyway at the moment? I suppose if there's no one there to print a shirt, they can't post it either, is it? Chevy Fish. She was just in bed recently and had a dal. Dal was probably even better for her than chicken soup.
And dal, well, it was full of turmeric and ginger and stuff, so that's good. But I do want lots of hot liquid.
Yeah, I tried to recommend that too, Cooker. Get the some kind of liquor, but yeah, as she's saying, any booze that she's ingested lately has not serving her body well.
Yeah, I get this thing, and when it goes like this, and when it's like at one end I can drink and I'm okay, and at the other end, if I have a drink, it makes me sick. Not like vomity sick, like just sick, dizzy and gross.
You'll have to pop by for one of our auctions one time, Melissa. Sometimes, well, what have we done? Two and a half, I'll say. We've done 2 proper auctions, then an accidental one the other day.
Oh, yeah. Well.
And did you say that your exhibition is postponed for now?
Yeah, it's got to be postponed because everything's closing and they're not doing.
No one's leaving their homes for some silly reason.
Yeah, all the businesses are doing like closures and like we can't do any opening events or anything like that. Also have like a bit sad. I'm happy to put it off and that will be good when it happens. But I was really looking forward to it, and then all the markets and stuff are cancelled, so it's not very fun.
No. It's done wonders for our exchange rate, though.
Yeah, but it's not wonders if we don't have any money anyway. And besides, then I can't buy prints and stuff or stickers in US dollars. They're too expensive.
Oh, that's a good point, Zen Ginger. There was a trial one, wasn't there?
Oh yeah.
Well, let's call it 3.1. 3.1 options
Yeah.
because the last one was only one item.
But yeah, you know, if people are interested, I'll be able to make some drawings now because now I'm not having to have exhibition near focus. But
Fishy Fun 57 asks, what did Sarah think of the accidental auction?
that was all right. I was surprised, but I'd already imagined that picture needed to find a home, so it was kind of nice.
On my last live stream 2 weeks ago, Sean, I was showing.
Wasn't it last week?
Was it last week? I thought I missed last week because
That would do terrible things to my concept of time. You might.
Well,
be
that's
right.
I don't remember.
No, I think it was last week.
I thought I was away last week and I couldn't live stream. Or was that the week before? I'm so confused.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I was showing a couple of pictures that Sarah had ruined. That's what she said. She said she'd ruined them. And one of the pictures got a particular lot of interest from people who, even though I clearly showed the ruined spot, people were still very, very, very interested in it. Yes, all it takes, Bob, is one dot. Triples. I like the way Bob's thinking.
Huh.
Triples the value, easy. All those little idiosyncrasies that you're not going to get on a perfectly completed picture.
Sometimes I like it. It just depends on my feelings about something. And some of them I think are wrecked and nobody else can see it. And some I think are right and people are like, oh, that picture's not finished, is it? Or it's a bit wrecked there. I'm like, no, they're exactly perfect. So, I don't know.
I wonder, does it come down to like potentially the frame of mind you're in when you did the dots, that you might have been quite frustrated and cranky? So you get a dot and you go, wah! But if you're like in a happy, sweet place and you do a dot and you go, oh, well, I can find a way to fix this, maybe.
Well, yeah, I guess that the frame of mind is important to how I feel at the end of it. I don't know. I can't think really very well.
Paul Kelly had the dots. Was that his band?
Huh.
What's old matey's name? Dan Kelly. Do you know Dan Kelly, GRB? Dan Kelly is Paul Kelly's nephew, and a friend of ours is having she's having Dan Kelly play at her house for her birthday. But you know,
Is it her birthday too?
yeah, that's the occasion. But she shares the birthday with one of my sons.
She didn't know it was her birthday too.
But you know, maybe she has to cancel it because it's going to be a gathering of 17 or more people. Maybe more than 17.
Is Josh still there?
I doubt it. I think Josh is on the road. What did you need to know from him?
I just want him to send me the address.
And which stickers he needs.
Sure. Oh,
Cooker, if you're still there, Josh wanted us to, I don't know if you got stickers from him when we were in Melbourne. But I think Josh was getting us to send stickers to him for you if you had particular stickers that you wanted. If you're still there, let us know which stickers took your fancy so we can cut out the middleman. Not at the moment, Derek. I've heard whispers that they might be, but I also heard whispers that in all of the close downs and stuff that they're going to close down, that the postal service was going to be one that would remain open. Oh, crikey, that actually was way back in the chat, wasn't it? That was me replying to Derek asking if the post office is closed. What's awesome, GRB? Is Dan Kelly awesome, or is it just awesome that she's having him at a party, or was something else awesome? I've lost. G'day, Chewy. I ran with a 5-string guitar for about 12 months because I couldn't be bothered putting a new E string on. Wrote some beautiful drop D stuff on my 5-string acoustic. It was refreshing not having that high E string to tie me down. GT, how are you? Thanks for popping in, brother. As everyone can tell, yes, I will be sick in the next week or so. Without a doubt, probably, maybe.
You said you were already snotty. That's why I came and was not being careful. I just think it's not going to hit you like it's going to hit me.
Because I'm such a healthy specimen of a human.
I was already at the bottom, plus the asthma.
Yeah, I certainly didn't wake up today with the right nostril issues that I was having yesterday. I was very full on yesterday. And I swear my coughing is purely cigarette based.
Yeah.
44 likes and 37 people watching. Crikey. Can we get that to 1,000 likes? Aim for the sky, they say. Aim for the sky. It's the old trickle-down effect, Sean. It happens. I'm assuming you meant guppies, Clint. Yeah, you don't want them sitting in a box at a postal office for very long, is it? Oh, what did I say? I said the sky, didn't I? Shoot for the sky. But yes, shoot for the stars. It's better to aspire as far away as you can. Yeah, I think Sean's deflecting, Zen. He knows that he was the one that was eating the bats and snakes and civets on his quick jaunt over to China. That was odd. Pardon me. Got anything you want to show them? Anyone want to see some of the unframed art that Sarah's been doing for the exhibition that has now been postponed?
I don't know. I felt like maybe I did, but now I don't really know.
I'm getting a barrage of yeses. Well, while you decide,
Well, what did I show them? Did I show them that?
I can't remember.
Or did I show them that?
I can't remember.
A little back try.
Yeah, no one saw that yet. While I'm getting heaps and heaps of yeses,
Yeah.
but I'm also in desperate need of wrestling a crocodile. So
I'm still gonna look in.
righto.
I feel like there's something I've lost.
Whilst okay, Bob, we'll try not to do that. While Sarah's looking for art, I need to go and wrestle with a crocodile. They're getting very noisy down there. So, you know, do that thing. Just talk amongst yourselves, and we'll get back to regular programming shortly.
Oh. Are you catching hoppers?
What did you say?
If you were catching hoppers, and I guess you are, but just not the kind of hoppers that I was thinking of. Let me get wet on me. Even though it's a pest, I shouldn't just be cruel to it.
I'm not being cruel to it. I'm moving it out of my tank. I'm even letting it drip on my computer.
Because that's what it wants from life.
Big girl.
Sure.
No wonder the crocodiles were getting noisy. A cane toad in their pen. Did I just get 17 dislikes?
I don't know. I can't really read it from over here.
Only show on the YouTube page anyway.
I don't know.
Cane toad was in one of my plant tubs out the back. And yeah, unfortunately, his some of his colours were a bit too similar to what the green screen's blocking out. I promise I treated him well, or her. I think it was a big female Teresa. I didn't harm it. I just moved it away from my thingy. Oh, I wouldn't, Chewy. Those things, anything that eats them kills them. Oh, too late. I threw it away already. I can't kiss it. I've chucked it. You know, you should have been quicker with that suggestion, Mooney, and I might have. Even though when I did pick it up, they have all of these pores along their back where they exude their venom when they feel threatened. And I did see a couple of nice big white globules on its back. I would, but I wouldn't want to kill the snakehead, Chewy. I think even fish that eat them end up dead because their venom is quite toxic. It is neurotoxic, so it stops your organs functioning and you die based on organ failure. Yes, there are a few Australian creatures that are learning how to eat them. Some of our birds have learnt to flip them over and eat them from the inside out. And our native water rats are the most interesting one. They have learnt with surgical precision to slice the toads open and eat only their heart and liver and spleen, I think it was. Cut them open, they eat only those organs, and then they leave the rest behind. And apparently it is also on record that older water rats will teach the younger ones how to do this. Very intriguing. And that's the Australian native water rat, not a pest rat. But normal rats are probably intelligent enough to learn that behaviour as well. Anyway, yeah, it's not very sensible, Moonstone. I may not wake up in the morning if I kiss a cane toad. Quite a nasty toxin they produce. Let's have a look at this guy. You didn't want me to show this one?
No, you can. I just feel murky, so everything feels murky. Plus, I think the ones that I liked, I've left at home.
Nothing's going to work properly with the green screen on. So let us remove the green screen and cinematic secrets are revealed. Pardon me. Yeah, apparently they didn't even take care of the cane beetles. There was too much other nice stuff to eat. Now you can see why this guy appeared transparent, because he is predominantly a shade of green. I like this guy. It's very cute. Very cute indeed. I predict this guy will sell on opening night at the exhibition.
Whenever that finally happens.
Won't be too far
I
away.
also would like to say that I've been doing all of these ones, and it's been like a focus. And now that I'm at the point, like it was supposed to go up on Friday, so I'm almost done with it. But I really have heaps of other different work that I want to be doing that I've been like trying really hard to stay focused on what I'm. So yeah, I don't know.
Lots of this stuff. I think what
It's
Sarah's
starting
trying to say is lots of this stuff is being created for a specific theme at the exhibition, but that also means that she's not not getting opportunities to create all the other types of work that she wants as well.
Oh, yeah, because like I want to, I still sort of, yeah, just when I have got limited time, so whenever I want to do other stuff, I'm like, no.
G'day, Sam Dam.
With what I was trying to finish.
Sam Dam. Is that a new name in my stream? If you've been here before and I've missed you previously, Sam, or if I've just forgotten you, welcome aboard. Nice to have you with us. We're not taking bids on pieces that are going into the exhibition, guys. Even though you say you're just kidding, I know you're desperately serious. More of the skull and mushroom theme. Thanks, Samdam. Samdam says that's some good art. Where are you based out of, Samdam? A picture in your YouTubey thing kind of looks familiar, even though it's just a tree, greeny hill. I have forgotten. Righto, I apologise. I do frequently suffer from the short-term memory loss and the long-term memory loss. Just memory loss in general. Just as I really would like some assistance from the sun that goes behind a cloud. Oh, look, it's brighter back here. Shame you can't see the detail. I need a zoom button. Or I need to be able to switch my auto settings off.
Little guy.
Yeah, let's show this guy. I like him a lot. I'll even try and I don't know if I can see bugs flying around behind me, but this guy actually has sparkly bizzo just in the wings.
Yeah, there might be like a touch on his horns.
Yeah.
But
Doesn't-
mostly just wings.
Yeah, I did try and show. There's like this shiny, sparkly, glittery bizzo in his wings and a little in the horns. So here's another cool new one. New Zealand in the pick. You're in India now, Samdam. I guess you won't be coming home anytime soon. Which one are you talking about, Derek? The one with the wings? I haven't showed it before. I think it was only created in the last few days.
Yeah, maybe yesterday.
Yeah, I think the last three, those three that I've showed are all very, very new, very fresh off the press. Where did is there another Sarah in the chat? Where is Liz getting that Sarah's Irish? Did we mention that you're Irish somewhere?
I don't think so, since I'm not.
Unless maybe there's another Sarah in the chat that I don't know by name, only by Moonstone. Moonstone is Irish, but I don't think her name is Sarah. I think her name starts with K, and ends in M. India is your home, Samdam. Right.
Yeah, I don't know if we showed that or not.
Don't know. Have we showed this one? It can't hurt to show it again.
Some people might have seen it on Instagram because I think I put it on Instagram.
Right. Whatever that bug is seems to like it too. Yes, Teresa Cookie. Sam Dam's picture on his logo is taken in New Zealand, but he's in India and is at home in India. Looks like he's scratching his butt. Well, I think it is best that if you're going to scratch your butt, you put your foot up on a higher object and rest your elbow on raised knee to get good access for a good scratch.
I don't really know. Did you show that? Because you were showing some that I didn't.
I think I may have showed that one before it was coloured.
Okay.
I don't know. We can ask everyone to tell me. Did I show this guy when he was just black and white, or have I showed this guy once he's been coloured? Joel G was here, Teresa. He's Kiwi. I think he's doing water changes or something. But yeah, I'm not sure whether I showed this one coloured or black and white. Bob straight in with the $50 bid. And wait, wasn't it Bob that said no impromptu auctions today, and he's coming flying through with bids? Goodness. Unfortunately, this is one of the larger ones that needs to take what do you call it? Prime real estate in the exhibition.
I need them to go up at the exhibition, or else I have empty walls.
We will, however, like maybe pencil an A or something on the back of it to say, yes, let's auction this one later on.
I mean, it's really difficult because the prospect of not having the exhibition is quite daunting. And no markets and no nothing, so there's no
income,
I suppose, from anything. But I think I've got to still stay prepared for it because it's also about that thing of being able to present all the stuff together in one go. But if anyone's interested in some stuff,
yeah,
in the lull between things, I'll have time to draw.
It is tentative times, isn't it? Hello, Sunfish for Fish. How are you? Yeah, I like that guy a lot.
I folded my tissue really pretty.
It's like a nappy. He folded it in nappy style. I remember how to do them.
I just saw that one and I'd forgotten about him and I need to finish him.
Unfinished. Work in progress. But Sean Ooted says, holy bleep, I mean this the nicest way possible. I hope that doesn't sell in the exhibition. I need it.
The last one.
I believe so, because, yes, that was 2:32 and we're a minute later. I have to move that. Yes, I am eagerly anticipating where this guy goes to.
They all don't recognise him. That is actually you from when I drew you on the live stream.
There you go. You heard it. from Sarah's mouth. That is actually
When-
me.
You were on Fisher and Fever and you said, come watch me. So I came and watched you and I do. I had another one from that day actually. I think it's in the box. I'm sweating.
G'day, Recon. Welcome back. Indeed, Derek, indeed. This one sort of is a bit of the Scully theme, but yeah, branching out into the mysterious creature realm as well. Zen Ginger tentatively names it Charlotte. Some pig. That's some pig. Is that what the... Yeah, she wrote... Didn't Charlotte write some pig in her web?
I believe so. I don't know what else. I've got more unfinished ones. If you want to see the unfinished ones on their way.
All right, Mooney, thanks for hanging out. Good to see you in again. Pardon me. That one's a bedtime burp for Mooney.
Oh. Unfinished is this?
Sure. Let's go with unfinished. Let's go with this guy first. Pardon me. Extras. Another unfinished one. Oh, a sunfish. That's not fair. Spider's just got to live. It's just doing its own thing.
A good spider is one who's not poisonous and lives in your house eating bugs.
Venomous. Yes, I'm eagerly anticipating where that one goes. Bids straight on it. Pardon me.
I'm not eagerly anticipating painting it.
No, that
But
will be a challenge.
I just have to wait until I feel really
Focused.
just ready for it. When I look at it and I go, yep, I'll paint that now.
This is another unfinished one.
Might take me a couple of days actually.
I mean, it's almost finished.
It is almost finished.
Just this little section down here has a little bit of stuff that needs to be done before any colouring and anything like that happens to it.
I don't know. That one's there, but I don't know if that's one that is showing it, or if you already did with the scribbles.
I think I might have
I
showed
think you showed it when I
did.
came home from drawing.
Yeah, the compilation one. I've showed this guy
It's
before.
just in the stack of things, and I have skulls on the way, but they can't see those. And I don't know if I want to show that one, but you can show it if you like.
Where did Sean Ooted go straight to $80 for? It gets confusing when we're not having an option, so we're not paying attention to numbers that are getting thrown at us.
That one's not for the exhibition, but I hadn't decided. Maybe people can say whether to chop off the guy on the end, leave them all together, keep them.
Let's run that question.
My
My suggestion to Sarah with this one was to guillotine the coloured end bit. Hang on, get your angles right, mate. Was to guillotine off the coloured end bit and have another piece for the exhibition and then finish the rest of it as one piece. What do you guys reckon?
But I sort of felt like it was maybe just as it was, and they almost were like things that led into the coloured one, and that they didn't need to be finished or separated. But I don't know now. I feel like these guys all kind of like inform this guy. Like this one's more complete, but they all sort of take you there. something.
Fishy Fun says it's perfect as is. Is Bob? Are you referring to this picture? This wrong hand, Blacky. This one down here, you like, Bob, or were you referring to the previous picture of the squid face thing sitting down? There, you know, already 2 votes.
For just like that.
Yeah, to leave it as is.
I kind of feel that too.
Oh God, crazy bugs.
I've got these guys, but they not finished.
That one's going to be splendid when it's finished. I don't know if I should just continue looking at it off screen and say how awesome it looks, and then not show it, just to just to tease folks a bit. But yeah, no, I'll show it. This is another one of the large ones Sarah's prepping for the exhibition when it happens. Zenjin just says maybe some colour in the first guy that Bob likes.
Like in that one.
But were we talking Bob and Zen the one with all the different people, or the squid face dude? Yeah, we'll have another auction soon. We're probably, if no markets and whatnot are on, we'll probably force our hand. Income will be key.
Right. Yeah, if there are even any groceries to buy. But, you know.
Oh. Yeah, I dig this one too, and there's certainly a lot of support in the chat for this one as well.
Yeah, that one. What was that? Was yesterday too.
What's
Losing
that?
track of time with all this illness. I think that was yesterday.
All that was just done yesterday.
Was it yesterday? Was that the day that you were gone and I went to the meeting at school?
No, that was Monday, wasn't it?
Okay, so it was from Monday. What happened yesterday?
I had to go up to John Flynn and you were here.
Okay.
And you were gone by the time I got back.
Yeah. I dropped his no safe.
Character marks, I'm sure.
It's fallen on the other side.
This one's still yet to be completed as well.
Oh, no. Sorry, I didn't mean to pass that to you. I hate that one. I threw it on the floor. I hate it. I don't like it. It just like was happening and then it wasn't and then I hated it and I threw it on the floor.
So this is the kind of stuff that Sarah hates, everyone.
But like my son picked it up and put it back with the other drawings. Because it went after I tossed it on the floor and he was like, no, don't put it on the floor, Mum. I picked it up.
Clearly your son recognises a hissy fit when he sees one.
Yeah.
This
Some
one,
version of it takes one to know one.
and this one blows me out of the water, says Fishy Fun 57. Bob would like this one just tucked into his package before it's shipped. Unfortunately, Bob, everything's in the post.
It's already shipped, but you know, next time.
Depends where it goes. It'll go so much better.
This one, I just don't want to share yet. I don't feel like it's ready. It has to wait.
Righto. Those angles.
I just burped and it was a dull burp.
Oh, Dal, you burped Dal.
Oh no. Laughing makes my top.
Kind of get like a Saturday Night Fever vibe with that guy.
Yeah. So our guy's got that after the event. It was like he was wearing like a kimono with the sleeves,
Pardon me.
but no arms coming out the ends.
Salt and vinegar almonds. Have you tried tamari almonds, Bob?
Oh, tamari almonds are so good.
Nice and salty. The one before those two, was it finished? Now we're going to have to count backwards, Derek. She's just organised them in a... Can you describe it better than that, than counting? Is Sarah going to auction the one she threw on the floor? I need to save up. If so, depends where it ends up, I guess. Fishy fun.
It depends if people want it. It's like a floor drawing.
It generated so much interest already. I think it's worth spending at least an extra 17 or 19 minutes on it to see where it goes.
Well, I have to wait and see if it lets me draw on it again.
I'll try and find some amphetamines.
Yeah. I feel like I'm sweating away.
The two little gophers over the skull campfire.
Yeah, no, it's not finished. It's gonna have more colours on.
Yeah, it's getting coloured because it's going to be one of the centerpieces. Because there's a few.
Did you show them the 3-head one?
3-head.
The 3-headed.
I don't think so. But yeah, there's a few A3 ones like that size that are like centerpieces for the exhibition, with smaller ones scattered around and stuff. And that's definitely all being coloured like the other ones to run with the exhibition theme. Yeah, that might do it with art. I wonder, should put something back behind us because it's quite boring back there, isn't it? What'll I put back there this time? Let's just go with a simple fish tank look. If we had an impromptu auction, think of all the almonds we could get. I still need closure. I want to know if Bob has tried tamari almonds. Or was that what not yet was, Bob? You haven't tried them? If you can get your hands on some tamari almonds, Bob, give them a burl. Very nice.
But I also think, having tried a few, that particularly those Woolworths ones are like the best that I've ever eaten. They're my favourite nuts I've ever eaten.
The Woolworths tamari almonds.
Yep.
Don't let Mr. Woolworths hear you say that. He'll get a big head. He'll serve them next auction. Very interesting. Well, we might pull up stumps here so everyone can have a bit of a rest and go for a wee, a poo if you need to do a poo, if you've got toilet paper. Make a cup of tea, do some tequila shots before Scotty comes on, Scott and Paige. It's probably a little bit important to have a little bit of a rest between streams, walk outside, let your eyes focus on something further away from your computer screens or your mobile telecommunications device screens, because we care about everyone's optical health over here at Dr. Black 66 and Scungy. Oh, look, I didn't even notice that Gibbo was in that picture. Isn't he a sneaky boy? Can you only go up from there, Sean? You've got to go upwards from pizza and booze. But yeah, we'll definitely. I mean, if we were like money hungry hounds, we would have done an auction today, because the Australian dollar is so low at the moment. We do well out of an exchange rate, but we certainly appreciate the fact that not everyone is willing to spend money at the moment. It is obviously trying times for humans all around the planet, testing us as a species to see how well we can work together. And hopefully all of us come out of this better. Some of us will die, but for the most part, it's a learning experience for us as a race to commune better, work better as a community, and be better to one another. Time will tell, though, won't it, humans?
I feel like a bug flew in my ear.
We can be serious idiots most of the time. So yeah, look after yourselves, stay hydrated. Did not. Oh, just because I said some of us will die. I'm just,
We're always dying.
People die every day, just of different stuff. People survive every day too. More people, actually, facts. I'm about to spit some facts at you. More people don't die every day than the amount of people that do die every day. So if you're feeling down about the fact that people die, just remember, more people survive each day than die. Facts. You heard it here first. I think someone else might have said something like that, but you heard it from me as well. So anyway, go and have yourselves a rest and check back in with Alien World Aquatics coming up real soon. I did see someone post a link just before. What is he, about 13 minutes away, roughly? Something like that. And yeah, you take care of yourselves. Thanks everyone for your interest in the art and hanging out for this long. I really appreciate it. Jay took a risk, went to the pub instead of hanging out here. Aquarium Cop, I hope you got all your jobs done. Thanks to the mods, Bob, Candy, Zen, Cody, Derek, anyone else who modded their little bums off. Thank you very much for your help. And yeah, we'll keep everyone posted with what's going on and when we do an auction next. Like I did say, we're a little bit skeptical about how well an auction will go when people are not necessarily looking to spend money. But money's no good to you in the Coronageddon. Damn it, I said I wasn't going to say the word the whole stream and I just did. Lucky I saved it for the end. Shit. Anyway, I failed my own challenge that I put out to the world last night. I challenged anyone live streaming to not use the word corona, and I just did. Failed my own challenge, but I suppose I had to have an opportunity to say the word Coronageddon, didn't I? There's a good T-shirt I saw on Teespring that said Coronageddon, and then it had a roll of toilet paper that was printed with dollar bills, or it might have been actual dollar bills. That was pretty good.
I forgot that I saw something really cute by this artist who drew some little. It's not really Corona related, but it is because it's toilet paper, and it's done like Pokemon characters, and one of them is a little toilet paper roll, and then its next stage is that it turns into a snake, and its snake version is called Us Viper. And that brightened my day today, seeing the Us Viper. And it's very cute too. All made out of toilet paper.
Oh, hello, Langan. Your timing's impeccable. We're just saying goodbye and all that kind of stuff. But, thanks for stopping in. 52 likes, did we? Wow. If you haven't smashed the like, do us a favour, hit that like button. Probably helps some way. Jay's won 500 on Scratchits. No wonder you went to the pub. You can afford the pub with 500 in the pocket. So anyway, thanks again, everyone, and take care of yourselves. Stay indoors if you get a sniffle, and look after those that are less fortunate and not doing so well. I think that's what we're supposed to say, isn't it? Stuff like that. Be good to other humans, even if the other humans are being dicks.
That's like totally the message I give my children about that, especially about their problems.
Yeah. All right, take it easy, people. Thanks heaps for hanging out, and don't forget Alien World Aquatics in approximately 10 minutes. Behave yourselves, stay safe, and don't cough on other humans and stuff. Or do, if you're a sadist. Ah!